Wow, Ma, you're really starting to turn into Pops. How are we doing? Thank you for waiting, guys. This is Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse is not the name of the coffee. It is the name of the band that publishes the coffee. You get a lovely, lovely bag with it with some wonderful artwork. I was roasted on the 15th, so it was a little bit later. But coffee, I don't like coffee. Ella, that's what our whole thing's about. But what you are looking at, it doesn't quite look very darky. It looks like a no coffee. Ella, get out here. Go. Bad, Ella. But your beans, it almost looks like a medium dark roast instead of a dark roast, like we were anticipating. Flavor notes you're looking at, it is a Bali Blue Moon bean. Flavor notes you're looking for cedar, vanilla, and black licorice. We've had a blue Bali Moon. Yeah, we've had one of these kinds of beans on here before, which also had a black licorice taste to it. It's always an interesting flavor because you have to have something to pair it really well with in the flavorings as well. Just because. Me personally, I'm not the biggest of black licorice fans. But no coffee. Peter, no! But a big shout out to Panoptycon. She redeemed 10,000 channel points in order to get me to try this coffee. So if we could get a shout out for her, that would be lovely. Got us to try this. She got all those points from the... I'm back to 5K channel points. She gets me. But she got all of the... Yes, throw those Crocs in there. Oh my god, that woman in her Crocs. But she got all those points from the... the gamble when we were doing the corrupted monk fight. Oh my god, that was nuts. Making me go to bed. But this is... like I said, medium dark roast. I'm anticipating decent things. We'll see how it goes. Again, dark licorice, not my favorite. I don't know why I keep saying dark instead of black licorice. Dark, black, they're interchangeable, right? But we'll see how it goes. I am excited for it. Just because it's coffee. I haven't had any coffee today because I slept so much. Better than dill. Anything is better than dill. That is correct, Ma. That is very correct. But we'll see how it goes. The art's really interesting. I've personally, I know I've listened to some of them. It's a little bit. I've listened to a little bit of Cannibal Corpse, but not like a lot. It's not like top tier for me personally. But we'll see how it goes. So, let's get a tasting, shall we? Get a fish. So the black licorice is very prominent. I hope it tastes like dead bodies. Not quite. You know, if this is what dead bodies taste like, maybe Hannibal Lecter was onto something. How we doing, Shesh? Welcome in. The black licorice is very upfront. It's not... The vanilla is interesting, too. So it's very... All coffee is the corpse of coffee fruit. That's fair. That's fair. We're literally just pouring water over coffee corpses, or coffee bean corpses. And we've ground up into fine chunks. But, the black licorice is very prominent. It turns into the vanilla pretty quickly, but not enough to overpower the black licorice. It's kind of a subtlety to it. It's not a bad combination. And then it's got a very earthy aftertaste, which I imagine is what the cedar is going for. I learned from our local coffee maker friend that coffee beans are just coffee fruit seeds. I believe that is very accurate. If you want to learn more wonderful coffee information. Fat Bean's Coffee Lab does roasting, kind of like MQT guy does, Ella. I know you stopped over there the other day. But Brian is very knowledgeable on coffee, all sorts of coffee things. But it's not a bad cup of coffee. I think if I like black licorice more, I'd like it more. Would I take this over my normal cup? I mean, the black licorice isn't like aggressive. It's very subtlety. I think I could handle this every day. I might give this like a 6. It's not like out, you know. We'll see. It's either gonna be a 5 or a 6. I do like the taste. It's not a very bitter cup of coffee. It's very smooth actually. It's got like a little, when it hits the earthy tones, you kind of get into the bitterness a little bit. But it's not like out of this world. For that, is your brain liquefied? It is not, Grace. I am disappointed. It says liquefy your brain. It is not. It's kind of like on Fridays we do like bowl your brains out specials, and every time, well, not every time, but sometimes when people leave, it's like, well, I don't see your brains anywhere. You didn't bowl your brains out. But it's a decent cup. The vanilla contrasts the black licorice really good. Speak of the devil, Fat Beans Coffee Lab. The vanilla contrasts the black licorice really well, and then it's got a very earthy aftertaste. It's not very bitter until you get to the earthiness. In all reality, it's decent. I think I might give it a 6. Were you here for the beans, Brian? It almost looks like a medium dark roast instead of just a dark roast. Like, just because of all your beans are not. Aw, Bean Man, thank you so much. Like that cup. Thank you.
Fat Beans Coffee Lab just subscribed. Like that cup.
Like that cup. It's our official Roast Ray coffee cup. Bedtime. Got in the way. It happens. You got to make sure those kids get some good sleep. They're grown boys. Yeah, they almost looks like a medium dark roast instead of like a dark roast, just because of the inconsistency. We got another one. Tan brown coffee. Have yet to try it myself. Really good friend is co-owner. Oh, nice. 2 roasts at the moment. They revolved. Indonesia Sendura. Awesome. I'm not sure. I know we've got. So next up will be Reisner's coffee. That's going to be interesting. It is made with Carolina Reapers. So that's going to be a spicy boy. If it comes in, it should. I imagine it should come in. I ordered it like 5 days ago, so I imagine it'll be here before next week. And then after that, we have Optimistic Renegades. Player One. The Leroy Jenkins coffee. So that's what you're looking forward to the next 2 weeks for the rest of the month. But I will make sure to look into that, Fish. Thank you for the redemption. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll give it 6. 6 cups. 6 cups. Not bad at all. It's definitely. I was definitely very worried about the black licorice being like in your face, screaming at you. But it doesn't appear like that's the case at all. The vanilla is a very good counterbalance to it. And then the earthiness, the cedar that you get at the end, it's all right. I'm not a very earthy kind of person. I think that's really why I like the darker roasts more, is because normally you've got that brown sugar finish, and it's a sweeter finish at the end of the taste. When you get the girthy, when you get the earthy tones, it's really just it leaves me wanting something else to finish. You know what I mean? Sometimes it hits good. I will give it that. And if it starts with the earthy undertones, that's not usually too shabby for me either. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is your roast rate.